On this episode of Homebrewed Heroes.
You guys had survived your first encounter. How'd it go? Did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, no.
Am I taking D&D more seriously than my husband right now?
Yeah, that's what the hooded figure throws back his cowl. And you see something that's not, even for this world, very common. And finally has enough, and she kind of like slams her hands down on the table, and everyone roll a d20, please. Oof. I saw that. That was pretty fucked up. Alrighty, people. Welcome back to Homebrewed Heroes. Episode 3. What?
Woo!
Yeah, so much excitement.
Wins.
So where we left off, a little recap. You guys had survived your first encounter. How'd it go? Did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Yeah?
Still a little bloodthirsty.
A little bloodthirsty, he says, coming from the barbarian.
Actually thirsty.
Yeah.
He's
got thirst.
He burned some electrolytes in the alley, and
Shit.
That was the most.
He's got a yeah. It was action on action.
Some bitches.
Literally and figuratively. But yeah, you guys survived your first encounter. As it ended, as you guys remember, Councilmember Mock grabbed King Rowan now and stepped through the ethereal gate as it closed. And that's how we ended episode 2. So where we're going to pick up after that is Tom, Grey Willow, captain of the guard, is busy gathering all of his men and trying to quickly go through and sweep up the other levels of Tristan Peak, right? There's still some remaining kobold that haven't surrendered yet, in the lower levels and things like that. Others are running around trying to put out fires. There's medics running around trying to tend to the wounded. Others unfortunately wrapping up the dead and taking them away as well.
Sanitation is key.
Yeah. At each part, Tom has the council members that are still conscious or able to move go to the keep, to the council room, to interrogate them each. So the council members that will be going to this room consist of council member New, who is, if you guys remember, the young, dashingly good-looking gentleman who looked bored. You have council member Yal.
I don't think he's bored anymore.
Yeah, council member Yal, who is the female angelic creature, and a council member Callie, who is the wood elf, and then you will also have let's do council member Grimkill, the gnome, who will be there. All of them, look like they've also seen some battle because they were fighting as well. The other ones that will not be there are in intensive care at the moment for sustaining some major wounds during the battle. Tom Grey Willow also comes to each of you personally after seeing you fight on the battlefield and asks you to please meet him in the council room as well. What do you guys each say to that?
Gavin just shrugs and goes with it.
Okay.
Triss just kind of shifts uneasily. Am I in trouble?
No, not in trouble. I just want to get your story and try to figure out what the hell happened.
Gavin actually does take a second and goes, "Can I put on my real pants?"
I would prefer it.
Okay. And I just duck into the alley real quick, and I emerged a couple moments later with my actual trousers on.
Perfect.
Zelikoff looks quite disinterested, but says nothing.
I'm going to take that as a yes. How about you, Dragonborn?
Fred just kind of strokes the braided tendrils on his face.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
Once I see to the safety of my charge, I would happily do so, Captain. But I must see to my lady first.
I respect that. A man who's finished his task. Please see a god, and he'll let you in.
Thank you.
After that wink mid-battle, Adria thinks he's hitting on her. There she goes.
Okay. Do you tell him that to his face? Or is this
Subtext.
like, are you like walking? You're like, I'll come, but I think you're hitting on me, and I'm not into that. Or are you just
No, just thinking it.
thinking it? Okay,
Yeah,
Do you say
Perfect.
anything?
not yet.
no, perfect. So if all of you would go with my lieutenant here, he'll show you to the room, and I'll be along shortly. And you guys, okay, cool, all good.
Throughout this, Trist is just shifting and kind of looking around
Yeah.
really nervously.
Yeah, and as you're kind of going through, you kind of finally get to see the rest of the keep level, as they call it. And there was definitely signs of battle all over than just your road. Some buildings were caught on fire, so they're being put out now. Others, there's just bodies everywhere. It was like a devastating attack. But yeah, as you guys are walking to the keep, you have a moment to kind of talk with one another if you want, or you can just be in silence. I don't know. What do you guys feel?
Gavin kind of looks up at the lieutenant and is like, "This might be a bad time, but do you think there's getting any reward on the table here?"
What are you going on about? Wait, no, I want a different voice. That sounds too much like Tom. Well, what are you going on about?
Well, I mean, I feel like as a group, we had a pretty solid
The lieutenant is
contribution here.
What was that?
So the lieutenant is Batman.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Where is he?
I think had we not been there, shit would have been severely out of hand. And I just don't know if that's something that, it's just customary where I come from, to reward good work.
That'd be something if they bring up the captain.
Some people just care about the money.
Bureaucracy gets kind of muddy. It's not, you're lieutenant, right? You don't have that kind of authority?
No, especially with the king gone.
Well, okay. Can you put in a good word for us? Or just me?
Just me.
That's, I'm...
Roll.
You fought as hard as you talk, man.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hey.
Do we know what happened here at all?
Mm.
And why?
I'm still out checking with my lady, so.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're
here.
Hang on.
I'd like to counter with an intimidation check
on the lieutenant.
on the persuasion.
Okay.
Are you trying to intimidate me or the lieutenant?
You.
To like make him shut up, or
Yeah.
okay, yeah, roll.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to work anyways. I just have to... I rolled a 7, so... Yeah.
7. Okay, no.
It's wasn't a super great roll.
Not the numbers.
I just want to see his intimidation roll right now.
Yeah.
16 plus 4, so 20.
Oh shit. So
A little intimidating.
Gavin, you're talking up the lieutenant, and he's kind of he's listening and like kind of smirking. He's seen you do during the battle and stuff, and he respects you guarding your town. But then behind you, just all of a sudden feel this large presence. It's like in one of those animes when it cuts to and it's just giant shadow, and the person all of a sudden's really small. It's just one of those things, and it's not a familiar feeling to you, I would say, since you're normally such a man of such confidence. So it's definitely something that you take note that you feel.
I look at Zilikoth, I'm like, can I help you?
I just scowl.
And I turn and I look at Trisk and I say, this is why no one invites her out to parties.
I can think of at least 10 other reasons why no one invites Draz to parties.
All right. At this point, I'm now readying my axe.
Lieutenant speaks up. It's enough of that. Now, come on. I'll talk to the captain, but I can't promise anything.
That's all I ask.
Okay. So you guys are making your way to the keep. As you're going to your... What was that?
No, was he brandishing an axe at me? Were you brandishing an axe at me?
Both of you now.
Trish just looks at him and goes, fucking try it. And then starts walking next to your
Talking so much shit.
So much shit. Okay.
Oh.
So while we're walking...
Gavin did not talk that shit.
The cobalt blood isn't even dry.
No.
She's gonna talk shit.
She has 0 filter. And metagame, out of game.
Yes.
Easel will...
Out of game, she is a bad apple.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Let's not twist the table here.
All right. So as you guys are walking there, just kind of going through. Unless there's any other conversation, I'm gonna dish out the loot and experience while you guys are walking there before we start the next little role playing thing. Oh, that's cool, Matt. Thanks. Fucking dick. Oh man.
Do you feel like an asshole right now?
No. Not even paying attention. Like why is he even playing? I don't even know.
Am I taking D&D more seriously than my husband right now?
Yeah, that's what's really happening right now. I
Real
think
life.
it's because he's not DMing. Are you bored because you're not DMing?
An awkward silence.
Awkward
DM's
silence.
gonna take your phone away.
No. Okay. So as you guys are walking, since for the time being, no more conversation. Again, Matt? Dude, come on.
No chill.
Like,
Is it the beer?
Jesus.
Phil?
So as you guys are walking to the keep, I'm gonna dish out some XP. So just a little recap of that encounter. You killed 4 cultists, 21 kobolds,
And a guard.
and a guard, 7 winged kobolds, and 1 skeleton bloodstain. For a grand total of
One big dick.
2,050 XP. So now the way we're going to do XP, because I thought this was going to be fun, that would be 341 per person. So you can divide that evenly, or as a party, you can vote and give how much XP you want to each person. So if a party member has done more and you feel like they deserve it, then you give it to them. And if they did less, then you can give them less. So I'll leave it up to you. That's your first choice. If you want to just all take everything individually or share it evenly.
I would vote that Travis should get at least 50 more than everyone else because he took on Big Dick.
He laid some serious play. Yeah.
Maybe even 100 more than everyone else.
So basically just take the number, subtract 100 from it, average that out amongst the party, and then I would just add that 100 back onto mine at the end.
Sounds like
Yes.
the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, that sounds
Does
good.
everyone else agree to that?
Yeah, I could see
How much was the total XP?
So you guys, the remaining XP is 390 each for you.
Okay.
390 each.
And you would get 441.
Plus 441.
Mm-hmm. And then also I'm going to...
Is there a way in this app to keep track of your experience?
there's the little
On your
experience on the
page.
experience page. You just have to type it in manually, yeah.
Wait,
Fantastic. How much did we get?
You got 390, but also that's adding to... Because you're level 2?
I'm level 3.
Level 3, so make sure you have the base minimum for level 3.
I need a...
And then you're adding that
Mine
to...
was 441.
So you'll
441.
just find a
Base level is
Yeah.
900.
Base level's 900
Base level
for level
900.
3?
So you're adding
3. Yeah.
390 to your 900.
So I have 12.
1290.
Thank you.
Level
I
1.
guess I was
13.
Do I
Level 1, I think it might just be
Level 1 is just 0.
Wait, I'm sorry. Started,
It's 1290. Just put 1290.
but I was level
Yeah.
2.
Oh, you're level 2? I thought you were level 3.
No, she's
No.
Is
When
that
do
600?
you get level 4?
It's a while. It's like 2,500 or something.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's a big jump.
2,700. It's just 27.
Are we at level 2 now? Considering we're a third of the way to level 3, I would assume.
Well,
You guys level 2?
I don't know. But I mean, if 900 is level 3, then we're at 390. Then
yeah.
I'm trying to find the table right now. Do. We gotta find some interlude music that I can put in when.
300
I have
is
a
level
D&D
2.
playlist.
Yeah, 300 is level 2, so that's all you got.
Perfect. So we can go through skills and stuff
That's what I have.
on our own time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
you're adding 390 to whatever your base
see it.
is. Do we need to take Snapchat away from you guys?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So level 4 is
Game, bro?
2,700
To your base
390.
to your base score, which I don't know what that is yet. Travis, what's the base
For what?
experience
Score for
two?
200 is 300.
Okay,
For 300.
that's what I have
You're-
written down.
You're at 690.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, did you hear Matt that base for 4,000 or 4 levels 2,700? Okay.
So I need,
Yeah, so we have a couple people that level up, but we'll do that on our own time. With that as well, I'm also giving Travis, Sterling, Trish, and Jason 50 extra XP as well for role playing
Nice.
And then
Take it.
everyone's going to get an inspiration die.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I have the player's handbook. I don't know where mine's at.
Yeah.
It's making me. I have to pick a spell like school, and I'm like, shit. I don't know what they are.
Okay. I don't think we're going to have an encounter this round. Either,
No,
so.
I can't progress past it to like add my extra stuff.
Oh, until you
I'm
pick
like,
something?
shit. Yeah, I didn't expect it.
So I'm going to take one and pass one down.
Yeah.
Take one and pass one down. So these are little jewel guys. You can use them as your inspiration die. So you just declare, like, say if you're making like a roll.
And none for Gretchen Wieners.
I gave 3.
And 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's 6 of us.
I've got an extra one.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah. So inspiration die. It's really cool. So like Selena,
Yes.
like say you're making a roll, and it's like a big roll, and you're not really sure if you're gonna make it. You can declare you want to use your inspiration. You're inspired, and so like say it basically gives you an advantage on a roll. So like if you get a bad roll, you can re-roll. But you just have to declare it before you
Use
roll.
it once?
Just one time. You get it for role playing or just being awesome and stroking my ego. Right? Is that pretty much what it is?
Yeah, that'll definitely do it.
But yeah, I just feel like you all deserve it because you guys did a pretty good job. You survived the first encounter, and not gonna lie, I didn't think it was gonna happen. So, all right. So now time for loot. So collectively, I'm assuming, you all looted the dead bodies, or of the
Yeah,
kobolds, or
definitely thought to do that.
are you just leaving them there?
Absolutely.
I didn't.
I was
Okay.
going to.
I would have during like the cleanup stage.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's-
You got some time before
Yeah,
Tom
by
came to talk to you.
lieutenant.
Okay.
Something I would
So
have done.
yeah.
Would have been something if someone had like paid me if I was accepting money from the patron I was there to protect, but otherwise I was just doing it for the
okay.
good of
So yeah, so you have that
the
23
so-
gold,
Yeah.
and whatever silver she gave you.
Yep.
So from the looted bodies, you have a collective loot of 2,200 copper. This is to share. This isn't like all to one person. So you can decide how you want to divvy it up, and all that good stuff. You have 1,400 silver.
Okay.
50 gold pieces.
Okay.
2 potions of healing. 1 bag of holding. And these were like found on like the cultists and stuff like as well. Like this isn't just like, oh, I found this on a cobalt. Like a lot of kobolds wouldn't have that stuff. Most of the stuff you're finding on kobolds are the copper and like probably silver pieces.
Yeah.
If you were just curious and you're like, why the fuck does this cobalt have a bag of holding?
It's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So now we get into the fun stuff that I have to look up some of the things for you if you want to know what they do. But you also have 1 potion of greater healing. So that is a 4d4, 2 4d4.
So 844.
No, 2d4.
Potions
Yeah.
are 44.
So it's a 4d4. Yeah, of greater.
Okay.
Where's my monster?
That level up really boosted my HP. That was dandy.
Feel good? Feel good on them testicles?
It really did.
Along with that, you have 30 daggers. I don't know if you want those, but they're there for your option.
Can I equip 30 daggers?
No, but I mean you can sell them if you want. Or,
Rogue, so
and then also, I'm assuming since Sterling, your character isn't here, you're not taking part of this loot.
no,
so,
I'm not taking
okay.
part because again, I wouldn't.
Yeah. So
take
if
from
you guys
these bodies.
if you guys
It's not
feel
mine.
generous when you meet them later for some reason want to share, just let them know. Along with the 30 daggers and the potion of greater healing, you also found another bag that looks similar to a bag of holding, but it's actually a rust bag of tricks.
Oh, nice.
That can be found on page 154 in the Dungeon Master book. So if we need to, like, whoever gets that, you can let me know and I can take a picture of it and send it to you.
Cool. You said it was a rust bag
A
of
rust
tricks?
bag of tricks.
Okay.
Mhm.
Those are
Um,
pretty awesome.
And with that, it's pretty cool. It's like little fuzz balls in it. And depending what you roll with your d20, depends on what you get out of your bag of tricks.
Interesting.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool.
so clutch last campaign.
Also, you have a cloak of protection that one of the cultists was wearing. that gives you +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you're wearing it.
Jesus.
Yeah. One of the other cultists was wearing a ring of swimming, which gives you a swimming speed of 40 feet per second.
Fuck. Damn it.
Or not a second, 40 feet.
40 feet,
Yeah,
Sorry.
still,
That's like Michael Phelps speed, 40 feet a second. And lastly, but not least, you find a staff, and embedded into the knot on the top of the staff is this really shiny like silver or like almost silver gray stone, right? It kind of has a sheen to it. Does anyone have like a Arcana at all?
Oh, yeah, I got fucking Arcana for days.
Do you want to roll an Arcana check?
Yeah.
For me?
Hang on.
I do have some knowledge of
Roll
lines.
space. I rolled a 23.
A 23?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You know the exact history of this.
Gavin, you know this stone. You've seen it maybe in person, or at least read about it extensively when you were studying in schools or magic. This is a stone of luck, of good luck, or also known as a luck stone. And what this does, it gives you +1 to ability checks and saving throws, as long as you're holding it. So as long as you're holding this this staff, which is a quarter staff, you get that bonus.
Nice.
And then just for the attack and everything, you would just use it as a regular quarterstaff.
Cool.
And that stone is worked into the woodwork of the staff. And that's
Interesting.
yeah, and that is it for the loot. So I don't know if you guys want to divvy that up, or
Well, the drow doesn't seem very interested in gold.
I have no interest in
So, we kind of, what? Marcus isn't there.
I'm not here, so
5-way, including the alchemist. I don't know if you went with.
Alchemist is being brought with, yeah,
Okay.
We should probably split with it.
or the hooded figure. He hasn't said anything. He's just walking with the group. He's kind of trailing behind.
So I kind of have looked over everything, and I say, the items that really speak to me are the cloak of protection and the bag of holding. If I can have those, I'm fine with you guys taking what's left.
There's nothing here that interests me. I wave it
Now,
all
does
off.
the cloak of protection count as armor?
You have +1 to AC.
Clothing.
+1 to AC.
Is it clothing or armor though?
It just said a cloak, so I'm assuming it's just clothing.
Because the reason I'm asking.
Yeah,
is
because you can't wear
Will it interfere with my mage armor if I were to wear it?
I wouldn't assume so. It just said cloak. It didn't say any heavy or anything like that. Yeah, the picture looked literally kind of just a little cloak with a tassel and a hood.
Yeah, I don't really
I'd be
care.
interested in a quarterstaff more than anything
Yeah, you're welcome to it.
because I actually use them in melee combat.
Just to I guess sweeten the deal for you there, Mr. I didn't catch your name, Lizard Man.
It's red, and I'm no lizard.
Kren, and no lizard.
You've got
The staff is actually has a stone of luck embedded in it, so it is quite a fine weapon. If you're interested, I think it's right up your
I
alley.
set my danger noodle staff to the side.
So,
So you've got a fancy stick and you've got a shiny cloak, and I get the silver and gold, and I think it's a good day.
You don't get home.
Yeah, I need silver and gold.
I like it. Yeah, you gotta speak
How
up.
about
And I think our hooded friend deserves something for his troubles.
A fantastic pat on the
I
back.
attempt to
for you.
pull you to the side and persuade you to divvy everything up between just the two of us.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
yeah. I would say persuasion.
And I fail.
every time you hit that little bump right there, too.
I do enjoy that though.
You're like, hey,
That's it. I do look at you and I say, look, I get what you're putting down, and it's not that I disagree, but the jig is kind of up. But that being said, if things present themselves later. I'm not averse to a bigger split between just the two of us. But it does appear to be a bit awkward to deny all these other fine folk their piece.
Especially someone who healed everyone.
That is true.
Just saying.
Like I just kind of scowl.
I like this snotty cleric.
Yeah, it
I
really
like
does.
his character.
Salty.
A little salty, yeah.
Let's just,
That's kind of
as far as the
way.
money goes, let's just split it up equally. Does that work for everyone?
Sounds great.
Yeah, that seems
And
good.
I just love to get my hand on a healing potion. That's all right.
I mean, yeah, that seems quite reasonable.
Then I'll take 2, and I appreciate you.
Cleric, do you want this ring of swimming?
So fast, so freaking fast. Just
I mean, here's the thing: you are wearing
Yeah.
chainmail, so it might be useful for you.
how many?
yeah.
I'm splitting it up in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that include me. So it's the hooded figure.
Senor Hood, what do you feel on this? Are you interested in loot? Are you
You look like
like
you have
our
everything you
glowery
need in life.
friend, the silver hair that doesn't seem to
Yeah.
value material possessions?
So with that, the hooded figure throws back his cowl, and you see something that's not even for this world very common. And you see a tiefling man, but what's kind of odd about him is you can tell he's a tiefling. He has like the horns that are dark brown. He has like small fangs, and he has a small tail now that he kind of is letting it come out from behind his long jacket. But he has white skin. He's not red. He's not purple. He looks the most human tiefling you've ever seen, but with those, except for those like 3 really distinct features. And his eyes are also the color of gold as well. That kind of stand out from his hair, and his hair is brown, so they kind of contrast, kind of that way. He looks up at you, and he kind of just shrugs, and he's like, I have no interest really in gold when I can make it whenever I need, but I'll take that potion of greater healing.
That seems I'm amenable to that. Side tangent: can you teach me how to make gold whenever I want?
He kind of just like smirks, and he's like, not everyone has the knack or the talent.
I mean, you could try me. Well, okay, to be fair, now's not the time to get into it, but let's table this one because I do want to come back to it.
Yeah, most students of mine normally give me a name before I take in the class.
Gavin.
Gavin?
Yes.
Gavin the Strange, I'll call you. Hey, what's going on, everyone? And it's me, Tom, your DM, GM, and your naughty good boy. I don't know. But how's it going? Welcome to episode 3 of Homebrewed Heroes. Technically episode 4 if you're going along in the order of episode numbers, but this one isn't a 2-parter. It's just a 1-parter. Hope you're liking it so far. Not a lot of combat in this one. It's more character building and world building and all that good jazz. Personally, because I just wanted to give the characters a break because I thought they were all going to die last episode, tell you the truth. It's also a little weird because I'm actually on Facebook Live right now, recording for 2 people. Wow, I got an audience. It's totally sick. But speaking of social media real quick, I just wanted to give a shout out and say, hey, you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at ChubbyCat Crew. Or if you have some insight you want to give into our campaign, or we still need some magical items that I'm going to have the adventure shop in or need later in the campaign. We have about maybe 10 episodes already pre-recorded, but after those episodes are no longer in the quiver, D&D, I'm going to have them run some magical items at a store. So I need those items, and you can email us at chubbycatpodcast@gmail.com. And just put in the header either magical item or homebrewed heroes, so I can distinguish between all the emails that we get for our other podcasts and projects. Also, you can check us out on our website, chubbycat.net, where we update all of our other podcasts and projects. And soon we're going to be having videos, little shorts that we're going to be working on, little short form things. We also have a new short form advice show with me and ChubbyCat J, or Jay, as I call him, that we're going to be putting up on YouTube as well. And maybe as a podcast, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's my little spiel to give you a little break from the action and also to kind of give you, a little like, hey, go check us out here and here and here. I'm also going to ask if you like what you're hearing or, think your friends would like it, maybe pass it along, tell them about us out there, because we don't really pay to socialize or market, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And so we want to get the word out that we are here and we are playing D&D. And or maybe give us a like and rating in iTunes, so we can get up there in the charts and other people can find us, because that'd be awesome, because we like what we're doing and we want people to listen. I think we'd do it regardless, but it's nice to have validation, I would say. That's pretty much all I gotta say. I know it's a pretty short one, but I just want to get back into it because it's going to be a good ep. There's some little stuff coming up in here that I'm pretty excited about for you guys to hear. Before I go, I also want to, as always, want to thank Kevin McLeod for the use of his music. It's pretty awesome. You should check him out. Google him. He has a lot of copyright-free music for you to use, and it's just really good. I use him a lot in college, like I said, and other film projects, and I just appreciate what he does. And, I've been a long supporter of him, so you guys should go check out his stuff and also support him so he can make other cool stuff and support other artists in doing his things, which is good, I would say. That's pretty much it. Facebook Live, do you want to say anything fun? No? Okay. But yeah, you guys have a great one and have a great rest of your week. And thank you again for listening and subscribing. And until next time, you guys, may the dice ever roll in your favor.
That seems fitting. Yes.
Where did you learn your tricks?
My tricks? Oh, you mean my toys? Well, I had an upbringing that not many people like to talk about, but I was born in the desert of the Forgotten. As you saw, you met my father actually. He took the king, funny enough, and I was here to kill him, but alas, I was fooled once again.
What was your name?
My name's Abraham.
Abraham, your father's a real dick.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You guys sound like the Beatles.
I know. It's really hard when you hear like one thing, you're like, oh, tell me about it. He didn't like the color of my skin and he banished me to Stone Island. And,
it's off-putting.
Yeah. So I studied there with the gnomes. And learned my craft tools. And then I went to the Motherwood and I learned how to make salves and potions, and one day I just had the idea to put them together.
Excitedly, Gavin goes, "Oh, do you speak Gnomish?" But he says it in Gnomish.
What?
And Trish turns around. You speak Gnomish?
Yeah, you speak Gnomish.
I speak Gnomish.
That is weird. I wouldn't have pegged you for.
That's a thing.
For Gnomish, that is exciting.
So, you guys have just met.
Like gives him a big clap on the back.
So you guys have just met Abraham Mock, who is son
of Mock.
The son of Mock.
Son of Mock!
Time out. In case anyone was wondering, we all got $5.50 copper if we're just splitting it Selena, Jason, me, and Matt then.
Hold that thought, hang on.
Holding it?
Don't be rude.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it's just written down right here.
Okay, $5.50 copper.
$5.50 copper, $3.50 silver, and 12 gold.
Also, is this supposed to take another language?
Probably
This
we'll
is
handle that later.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably
Two,
two,
actually.
actually.
Spot for your right here. So everyone starts off with 15 gold, unless Thomas, we all start off with the 15 gold that the character sheet gives us. Is
Sure.
that cool?
Okay.
Okay, and then just add on
What else?
how much silver we got. Copper.
Fuck it.
It's a conversion that we can go over later because like 100 copper is like a silver and like
Okay.
so on and so forth. So this could actually be
Yeah, it's about
broken down
100 to
into
1 for
smaller
each.
numbers.
Okay.
But I'm just to get it in there. Right now.
Give or take a few pounds.
Yep. So Abraham Mock is the son of Councilmember Mock, who was banished as a young lad when he was a babe for the color of his skin, being a bastard child. So he was kind of an outcast and forced to kind of live all around Brill. But he took that opportunity to kind of didn't have magic like his father, so he was kind of forced to learn how to make his own. And with that, he has like the tiefling attributes like thaumaturgy and Hellish Rebuke, but that's pretty much it. Like everything else he's had to build, and kind of that's what he kind of makes up for. So that's him, and he's just a really open, honest guy. Can be blunt sometimes, and he wants to kill his father. That's his goal in life. He caught wind of his father's plot, and instead of warning anyone, he kind of, I guess, is big-headed in that way where he thinks he can do everything by himself, because that's how that's how he grew up, was everything by himself. So that's him. So we're walking. We are in the keep. We all divvy up every loot, right? So that was the greater potion.
The only thing we haven't done is the rust bag of tricks and the 30 daggers.
And the 30 daggers?
I'll take one of the daggers just in case.
Good on daggers, so...
Okay.
I already have 2 daggers.
Yeah, I figure the rest, if no one did toss my bag of holding, we'll sell them down the road.
Good plan.
Yeah, we'll still look up the price for them later, but yeah, I think they're like...
So that's,
like 5 copper or something, but yeah. What was that?
That quarterstaff also gives me +1 to all saves.
And
plus 1 AC, plus 1... I'm sorry, +1 to ability checks, and saving throws.
Okay.
And then it's like attack and stuff will just be whatever a quarterstaff is in the book. And then you got... Oh, did you guys do the Cloak of Protection?
Yeah, I'm wearing it.
Awesome. It looks davishing.
It's already on.
It's already on my shoulders.
And it's really nice. So it's kind of like think of it as a dark blue on the outside, right? But on the inside, it kind of has like a shiny blue lining.
Nice.
Yeah. So you just have the bag of tricks. Who wants the rust bag of tricks?
I take it that I'm not in this even.
I'll hang on to it and I'll say...
You can just hold it.
I'll say, you know what, maybe the monk would be interested in this.
Okay.
He is absent, so
cool.
I feel bad if he doesn't get anything.
And with that, we'll...
Tristan, did you take both potions?
Yep.
Okay.
And I took the one potion, the greater
potion,
healing, yeah. Shit, this is in the DM guide, it's not in the player handbook. The bag of tricks bag thing. That's annoying. I'll take a picture real quick. All right, so we're all walking to the keep. We entered into the keep, and the lieutenant kind of drops you off in this like large chamber, like a meeting chamber. You can tell, very simple, very just modest things. It has a long wooden table in the center with chairs for the council to meet. Off to the side, you kind of have like a small table with refreshments and things that you can like. It's almost you could tell that there was going to be a small like celebration or gathering after the ceremony, but since the things that happen, like it doesn't really happen. So yeah, there's like food and drink out, and like kind of like simple decorations. The room also has really high ceilings and has like those giant windows that lets in sunlight, and that's what the room we're in. Oh my god, I didn't write down what council members I wanted to come in. There was new.
It was new.
Callie,
Yale,
Gilmore,
and then the angel one, Ami. Yeah.
Was the gnome one?
Yeah,
the gnome was Grimkill.
That was the last one, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome. So these council members, kind of, I guess, out of habit, I would say, like out of routine, kind of come in. New immediately just kind of goes and sits in his chair. Callie is off kind of in the corner, kind of beside herself, I guess. You can tell that she's been injured. Her arm has a really bad gash in it that she hasn't really taken care of yet. Grimkill, the gnome, immediately goes over to the buffet and starts loading up a plate of food. And Ami is just kind of standing off to the entrance doorway, kind of, I would guess, in shock at the whole thing. And that's where we're at.
I'm gonna walk over to Callie.
Okay.
I was kind of taking me next to her. So, how are you?
I guess I've been, I don't know. I guess I've been better. But, how can this happen? Huh?
Might I assist you?
What? Oh, and she kind of takes notice of her arm, and she kind of absentmindedly just holds it up for you. Something for Callie. She's young for her age to be like a council member and be in charge, especially for a wood elf. And when she was alive, she wasn't really part of the war, if that makes sense. She hasn't known battle or things. All she's known is like the preservation of life. So to see all that just happen has kind of rattled her to her core.
So I'm just going to take a second and kind of like look at her arm and go, we should get you to the infirmary immediately.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. I'm gonna need stitches for sure. And she kind of like immediately as you say that, she kind of goes into what she knows, and she's like, yeah. So you want to escort her to like the infirmary? Okay. Cool.
I'm just going to ask her some things about herself while we're going, try to get to know her a little bit better.
Okay.
Just like how she became to be. I'll just list the questions so you can just kind of do like a monologue.
Okay.
Like how she came to be the leader of her house, especially being as young as she is and having such little experience with any kind of war in such a war-torn area. I'm sure she's going to ask me about being Dragonborn again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more than happy to share with her at this point, seeing how we shared combat, and I'm a little bit kinder now that we've
like friendly and lived through that kind of thing.
lived through some insanity.
It's a bonding experience.
Yeah.
So I just kind of assist her over to the infirmary, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, and as she takes you over, she lets you know that even at a young age, you kind of had a gift, I guess, with nature, especially like being and growing up in the Motherwood, which is this vast forest that the wooden elves and most healers kind of live in. It's like this, think of a giant city in the trees, right? With just drawbridges and rope bridges all over the place. And from a young age, she was very in tune with nature and animals. She the current person of the Mother Earth clan kind of was, I guess the best way to put it, outdated. She was born of war, she lived through war. And so even after the war, the decisions made for Mother Earth were very closed off and anti what the council was trying to do of bringing peace. So she was voted in just as young because she was someone who's very respected for her skill and her new perspective of life.
Progressive.
Mm-hmm. So
I pretty much just responded, well, Callie, I am rather new to magic myself.
Oh, yeah?
I was never really trained in it. I just kind of happened upon it.
Yeah? Like, you just found a book one day?
It's not really how I'd put it. I met one of my superiors, you could say.
Oh.
He kind of bestowed it upon me. As I say, I just kind of opened up my scaling hand. There's a green mark of the Fae, kind of on like the inside of my hand. And she immediately is able to recognize it as Oberon.
Oh, that's Oberon.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Yes.
Like Gerby.
Powers are new to me. I don't even know to describe them as magic, so
Oh, well,
knowledge is always something I look for, and hopefully, as we were of assistance to you, you could help me with whatever knowledge you can pass my way.
yeah. You should come to Motherwood. I would love to study. I mean, I would love to have you. I mean, you should come.
It could be twice.
Yeah.
Can I eventually more,
Yeah.
since I left the guild.
I would like that a lot. We can teach each other. Okay.
Kind of a playful smile.
Yeah. So if you can't tell, Callie is very she's really smart, but she's one of those like awkward smarts where she doesn't always say the right thing, but she just means she's a kind-hearted person. So left in the room is Councilmember New, Calgrim, and Ami. You guys want to talk to any of them, or you're just-
As I enter the room, I find the most secluded, shadowy place in it and keep to myself. I have no interest in interacting with anyone.
I just imagine you come up and you see the big chair that's like made for like Rowan, and you kind of just grab it and just drag it into like a corner.
Yeah, that sounds about
Like
right.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Man in Black.
Yeah, exactly.
Pulling the table across.
You guys want to get on this?
Yep.
Wait, tell me who everyone is again. I'm sorry.
Well, who? For the council members? Yeah, so council member New, you guys don't know this yet, but he is a vampire.
Jesus.
He is, yep, no, that's Mock.
Oh. Oh yeah, he killed the guy. He's gone with the prince.
He's gone.
Councilmember New is a vampire. He lives down in the swamps, which is also known as the city run by the dead. It's a city basically founded by vampires of basically people who've died during the war, but were brought back through like necromantic powers. And they kind of just went off and made their own thing. And he's down there. He's a devilishly handsome man, kind of a Eureka Suave type, but also finds everything very boring and below him.
Yeah.
You also have Grimkill, right? Some say.
Grimkill, yeah.
He's a gnome from the Stone Isle. This is an island kind of on the far end of Brill, basically inhabited by gnomes, where they spend most of their time tinkering, inventing artifacts, new weapons, things of that order. So they're very much still in they became very rich during the war because they were able to produce a lot of stuff. They kind of played both sides in that way. I guess all three sides eventually.
Three sides.
So they profited. Yeah, so they profited very well in the long run. They also are known, at least the gnomes from Stone Island are known to be very crafty and tricksy in their deals and sometimes backstabby.
Tricksty.
And then you have Ami, Yal, who is an angelic being who lives in... The name escapes me at the moment. You haven't seen the map yet, right? We didn't show you the map. Okay, let me show you. Da 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 da.
What is the reaction, by the way, as you're looking that up when I just take the biggest chair and drag it over to a corner?
From who?
From anybody in particular.
I imagine literally it's just the quietness and just following,
With their eyes.
Yeah, because it literally is.
Battle, no one has the will to really speak up. They're just like,
yeah, this is like the first.
Chuckles. She's like his style.
There you go. Yeah, because like I said, like this is the first real bloodshed since the war. You know, like it was a time of peace, and like not even as a time, and not even was it just like a battle. Like it was a battle in like the center of the peace. You know, and so it's like years to build, fractions to break. You know, seconds like just over. So everyone's still kind of just
shocked.
Yeah,
I'm still outside apparently.
Yeah, you're still outside. I don't know. I mean, I'll get to you, I guess.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna wait.
So this is Brill. So you guys are here at Tristan Peak, right? Which is like a mountain city built into the side of a mountain. And then that's Stone Island over here.
Where the gnomes are from?
Gnomes are from Stone Island. Down here is the Mother Forest, right? And that's kind of where the elf village is.
In Cali.
In Cali. Down here you have the swamp, and then the city of Hijad. That's kind of where New is from. And then here of High Lure, which is a mountain range just below the like gates or the mountain ranges of Tristan Peak is kind of where you find the angelic beings. It's a cloud city, right? But imagine like a mountain range, but the city is like supported and built into the clouds. So you climb these mountains and then you find these huge metal beams that lead up into the clouds, and then you go up these metal and like structures, and then all of a sudden it's a platform with a city built in the clouds, and that's where you find the angelic beings, and you know, I mean, other people live there too, but mostly
sounds
the
like where the Obsidians were in Morningstar.
yeah. So that's where you'll find those people. And she's just she's an angel. And like I said, this is like the first time that they've really been invited into Tristan Peak, even though out of the two, they've been more because I mean they live so close to Tristan Peak, it's just they were willing to, they wanted to join, but it was the popular vote to not let them join, where you have the demonic who were basically banished to the other side of Brill and live in the Forgotten Desert in basically a subterranean city under the desert.
Where they were forgotten.
Yeah, exactly. In the desert of the Forgotten. In Forsaken is the name of the city.
It's literally just the Forsaken City.
It is literally called the Forsaken. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just a giant city that traverses underneath the desert. And that's all of it. Does anyone want to talk to anyone, or can I cut to Sterling's story real quick?
No, yeah,
Still talking to Kelly.
Okay.
I'm actually nowhere near you guys. As far as my character is concerned, I know none of you.
Yeah. No introductions or anything have happened
Which
yet.
is how it should be.
Yeah, Gavin just kind of kicks back.
He's
He
not talking
goes
to
and
anyone.
lays down with a wall on the side and just kind of crosses his arms.
He's not talking to anyone.
Just chills.
He just hangs out by himself. My
Yeah.
guy's charismatic to the point of like, he can't be bothered with people who don't really intrigue him, or that he doesn't know because he feels like he could get to know anyone that he wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
And you guys are kind of playful. You have very similar personalities, so it makes sense you guys would talk.
Who? Us?
You and Jason.
Well, yeah, we'll just kick it in gnomish for a minute, but just like chat.
Yeah.
Nothing in particular.
All right.
Mr. Midas just.
Yeah. I guess.
I'm not even here.
Yeah. Abe kind of leans up against a wall and takes out a long test tube out of one of his many pockets in his coat, like the inside, and it's like full of this like blue shiny liquid, and he's kind of just like twiddling it between his fingers and just absentmindedly waiting. Adrian?
I'm just taking it all in.
Okay.
Looking around the room. Checking it out.
No? Alright. Dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's cut to real quick and do Sterling's little thing. So, Sterling, you are escorting the litter out of, with the remaining guards. There's not many.
There's not many left, yeah.
But there's enough to carry a litter.
There's enough to carry a litter, and our mysterious patron who is all a wrap.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So you get to the airship field where her ship awaits, and she's getting loaded up on, and she kind of, as she gets loaded up on, she kind of like stops the litter and beckons you forward once again.
Milady. Marcus leans down into the litter to speak to her.
Yeah. And then, so for this time, it's kind of, so normally her face and everything was covered, but this time what you see is she's still covered except for the bottom half of her face. So you just see her mouth, right? And what you see is kind of almost this withered, wrinkly face, right? And this mouth with these shining white teeth that almost look, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Predator-like, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm not talking like
Yes,
just think of rows of like
rows, sharp
just
teeth.
not right. And she just has this huge smile on her face, and she reaches into her robes and pulls out another little pouch of gold and hands it to you, and she goes, "I'll see you soon, monk," and is taken up onto the airship. And you got another pouch of 10 gold pieces.
I weigh it in my hand and I look at it. I'm a little mistrustful of it. And so I hold my hand over it and I bow my head and say a small prayer over it. May the blessing of the light and the bounce be upon you. And then I take it and I put it and tie it into my belt pouch, and so I'm going to now make my way back to the keep.
Perfect. With all that, you make it back to the keep. Callie's at the infirmary. Do you come back to the keep as well, or are you just out in town?
I'm just hanging out with Kelly.
Okay. So as you kind of enter into the keep, Tom kind of comes through another side door, and he thanks you again for the heal out in the battle. He makes a joke about, he's very lighthearted. He kind of makes a joke. He's like, I'm I'm a little bit rusty. I get comfortable, in times of peace behind these walls. No. He literally says that. He goes, no, all right. Kind of. And then he goes and he kind of asks for everyone to kind of sit around the table, and he's like,
I apologize for my lateness.
oh no, like I said, I respect a man who has to finish his duties. I'm afraid is my Tom and Abe voice too similar?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah.
So as you know, shit hit the fan out there, and I felt like I had almost a British accent. I can't remember.
Kind of did.
Tom had a little bit of a
He did have a bit of what's going
Tom
on?
had a rougher British accent where
I can't remember.
It was
Yeah,
I
more
just kind of had like a
soft-spoken.
soft.
yeah. As y'all
Again,
know,
think Ringo a little bit.
yeah, I'm trying to think.
Think about Major Tom.
Major Tom.
This is how Major Tom.
Major Tom talks like this. There we
He's
go.
got a lot to
As you all know, shit hit the fan out there, literally. Ha.
Was that an actual shit fan I missed?
I don't think I saw any actual feces.
Okay.
I was in a different fight.
I'm almost positive that there was. I literally crushed a man's head between my hands. I'm certain there was.
Do you keep feces
Yeah,
in your head?
I saw that. That was pretty fucked up.
I'm just certain there was.
I've seen a lot of shit, and that was pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But I gathered you here because you can clearly tell that that things are in bad shape. Rowan is gone, and I don't know where he is. And
Oh, I can help you there. He went through the big portal thing.
yeah, that
Yeah.
do you
Where
know?
that thing goes, that's where he went.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes to the ethereal plane or the demonic plane. I don't know. I've never seen it actually activated before. It's kind of crazy. But he kind of like looks at the council members like what do we do now kind of thing. He's like, what do we do next? And New just kind of yawns. Ami hasn't really sat down. She's kind of still lingering, behind her chair. She just kind of has her arms crossed around her. And then you have Grimkill, who kind of just yells out across the table, and he's like, "Why don't you talk to the damn angel?" No, I don't like that voice. Why don't you talk to the damn angel?
God, it's like a twisted Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it.
It's a gnome. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably knows something. That demon wing witch bitch. I don't know. I couldn't think of a racial slur.
Wing witch bitch. that
Wing
counts,
witch
yeah.
bitch. That damn rat wing. Or something like that.
Insert good insult.
Insert good insult here. I'm sure you're thinking of one right now, listener.
Fallen bitch.
He is kind of like, I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do with this. This was all the work of Mock and his ilk kind. I'm just keep having a conversation with myself. Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. The angel makes me feel uncomfortable for reasons I can't quite put a finger on. So
You're saying that out loud?
No, I'm just visibly. I'm just describing for you. I'm visibly standing away from her because something. It just feels off to me. I don't know why, but something
The
about
angel makes me
Our
feel
whole-
very comfortable.
Our whole
Yeah,
party is
angel makes
very
me
like
uncomfortable.
off-standing from each other.
Yeah.
The four of us have like zero in common with each other,
0.
except for them who like immediately got along.
So, as the council starts just skirmishing,
Yeah.
start
Basically,
yelling at each other.
Grimkill and Ami are just going at it.
each
Chris
other's
just sitting there,
throats.
and she's just picking her teeth with her dagger, and she's like, "All right, so we were all in this room because your fucking guy in charge, he is gone. You want us to go get him?
You want to go get the king. Major Tom, you want to go get the king.
I'm just. Then why are we here? Why are we? If I'm not in trouble, or if you don't need me, can I go?
And no one's read me my rights.
I mean, you guys were all. I brought you here because you were all so quick to jump to the aid of Tristan Peak, and I thought it was only appropriate that I pay you respect and pay you what I can, and only try to recruit you. But I mean, if you're not interested, yes, you're free to go. Go.
But do you need help?
Yeah, I need help.
Well, then let's just go. Let's just.
Just
Let's
go.
just play.
I don't.
Yeah.
Can we play?
Yeah, can we play? Can we just play?
I don't know.
Just go through the big gate.
I don't know if the urchin quite understands the scope of the issues that are going on.
War is breaking out.
Oh, I understand, but I'm
People are
speaking of her.
dying, monk man.
Now snoring.
Snoring?
As the drow is now fallen, completely disinterested with the conversation.
Tom was kind of aghast for a minute. He's like, you realize what today means, right? It means the fall of peace.
But when you say it like that, yeah, sure, it sounds ominous.
Making a great big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Friend walks back into the room at this point, having been finished in the
How's he looks up. Major Tom. How's Callie doing?
She'll be fine. It was just a gash.
Good. That one is not in a bad way, but she's soft, you know?
I like her.
Yeah. She didn't deserve what she saw today.
Most didn't.
So as that little tidbit's going on, Ami and Grimcall are still arguing, and Omni finally has enough, and she kind of like slams her hands down on the table, and everyone roll a d20, please.
Oh, shit.
Are we adding anything to it?
Nope, just d20.
9,
6.
18.
10.
Good for you.
13.
Okay, so
Bad roll.
Selena, are you the one that rolled over a 15?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in character.
No, he's in character.
He's in character, yeah.
They're all right.
So everyone except
I'm so
Andrea
mad that I actually hate all
get
of you.
knocked back from the table, like just kind of fly back and
Everyone but Selena.
just yeah.
Oh,
I was
makes
already in the
sense.
corner.
Yeah, so you're like
Not at the table.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
outside the door.
I woke up.
yeah. There's a ominous force that just kind of pulsates out from Ami and kind of knocks everyone back. Who's that? Yeah. I guess I should roll.
literally get rolled, and
I should roll for the council members real quick.
It's okay.
Yeah, they both fall down too.
Yeah.
You know, she's finally like, enough! I had nothing to do with it. Now, do you want my help or not to find the king? And at this point, New kind of just gets up and he's like, I'm bored of this. And just leaves the room. Just leaves. He's like, I'm going home. And just leaves.
Who was that?
That's New. At this point, the two robed figures from before,
Oh yeah.
the priest of light,
Priest
yeah,
of Light,
mhm,
yeah.
they show up, and Tom's like, finally, these two will let us know how to. They know how to open the gate. You know, they are experts.
We're crowning the king.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're just like there's a shrine of light and a life and a shrine of death, and they're
Same church, but
Like
Same
the
church,
name
different
of the
Sure.
religion.
Okay.
So then there's a head priest for each.
I'm going to be trying to hold back this kind of retching. I'm just really dry heaving.
dry heaving.
Yeah.
Real life?
No, because of the power.
Or power. Okay, I was like,
No,
what?
because of that knock.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, so these priests kind of walk in, and Tom's like, finally. And everyone's kind of picking up their chairs. They'll let us know how to open this gate, apparently. They know there's a ritual. And I didn't prepare this speech, but basically what it turns out to be is these two priests tell you there is a ritual long ago forgotten, but they've never studied it. It was like taboo, you know. It was one of those things
to
of
open the gate.
yeah. It kind of goes against the religion.
I have knowledge of this.
Oh shit.
What'd you roll?
You do not.
The one I don't
You,
know.
you don't know shit.
You
about this.
you think the ethereal gates are really cool, like
I do.
you're just like, this is a really cool rock.
I'm actually
How'd this get here?
I actually
have
am
knowledge
versed in
of this.
history, and I've lived in a cloister that's kept thousands of year old records. So I'm going to try and roll them to see if I have any kind of insight about this.
Okay.
And technically, I'm from religion.
Too.
Yeah, I would see
Roll
that.
for knowledge.
Yeah.
I should.
18 plus my wisdom.
He knows all about that shit.
I know of gates.
He built that gate.
No, I'm just from a monkish cloister, so yeah, I would have some knowledge of history. I might know like of this. Let me just check.
Maybe
Yeah,
like where to go for it or something.
yeah. So like insight. Would that be insight or perception?
That would be
Where to
It'd be
find
your
the book.
history.
So +2, so that'd be 20.
Okay. Yeah. So you confirm what they're about to say. That you didn't let me
So
finish.
I can just.
Um,
That's all.
okay.
That's all. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
It seemed like something I would do as a
Yeah,
monk.
it would be. It's just funny. Like it's like they're gonna explain it. And you're like, I concur.
Yeah.
But basically, what they let you know
You should totally be able to participate in this game right now.
is there is a spell, but it was been long forgotten and not taught just because it is taboo, because it's thought to open the ethereal gate is to go against
war, yeah.
is to go against God. It's like, that is to see God, and no one deserves to see this God. Are you okay?
Yeah, take it.
Oh, I got you. I thought you laughed at me saying God.
No.
I was like,
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
God.
God. I laugh.
I mean, Gavin probably would.
Yeah, Gavin probably would. God. But yeah, so they are like, yeah, we don't know words, blah blah blah. But they do let you know, and this is something that you would know. There is someone known as Oz, who is a wizard who studies at Sparrow's Roost, which is a known school in Brill that wizards from all over and come to study, and the reason they come to Sparrow's Roost is because it's in the center of what's known as the Life River, and it's kind of like the center of Brill. And it just it's like a lot of ley lines cross in that section.
Gavin actually perks a little bit and goes, "Oh, that was on my to-do list."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, they let you know that in order to open the ethereal gate, if you want to actually go after Rowan, you need to seek out Oz at Sparrow's Roost. And then so Tom's like, great, thank you so much. Great. So he kind of looks at the council members. He's like, so let's get a party together and let's get this done. Let's do it. And he kind of looks to everyone sitting around the room, and he's like, I can't promise much, but I used to be an adventurer myself back in the day, and I know young faces looking for adventure when I see them. Can I count on you to help? To preserve life, to preserve peace, to preserve balance.
Just kind of pulls Tom, motions over,
like in the middle of the, just the middle of the, like everyone's just like this touching feet, just like to save the world.
What?
Save the cheerleader.
But what can you offer?
God damn it.
What can you offer?
What can I offer? I can offer you glory. I can offer you riches. I can offer you wealth. I can offer you land.
Riches.
I can.
Really just looking for legal pardon. Is that on the table?
Excuse me?
Legal pardon. Immunity.
During this, my character just kind of walks over.
No, we're whispering.
You guys could be whispering. We were having a conversation.
Yeah, legal.
Is that on the table?
And Tom, especially Tom, is kind of strange because he's like, he also has his past.
I couldn't agree more.
And he goes, "You bring back the king, and
kingdom to do
and you can have your pardon here in Brill."
I'll take it.
Okay. Come back to the. I mean, do you guys want to roll perception, or would that be perception? Does you want to roll perception to know what we're talking about, or what we're talking about? I guess.
I rolled a 19 plus, I think, 2, so 21.
16.
11.
Perception?
Perception roll.
Yeah.
You're
You're kind of you're pretending to be asleep.
Oh, I see.
You're like, I heard that. Like we went by you.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
21.
Jesus.
So everyone heard that.
So we come back to the table and everyone's just kind of like, "What'd you do?"
That was awkward. That was incredibly awkward.
Wasn't that weird?
That was strange.
It was weird.
So I'm actually going to look at Trist and be like, good game face. Like, why would you just throw out that you're a criminal before anyone called you on it?
No, I just wanted. What's in it for me?
I'm just
And
saying.
if that's what's in it for me,
You have my staff.
I'll take it.
I was already hired by this council before the. coronation.
Did you say my ass?
And my ass.
I will continue to work for the capital as long as my place in my guild is held for me.
I've always heard about Dragonbone's honor.
Dragonbone.
Dragonbone's honor.
Dragonbone.
I'm glad.
My ass.
I'm glad to
All that I
see.
have left.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it's true.
Family, I can at least help protect this kingdom.
And I can promise, as long with a hefty price of the crown coin, on return of the king, you can also keep any plunder or treasure that you find out in your adventures.
This sounds
Knowledge
good.
more than
Question: is there any payment in advance? Just to skim off the overall percentage.
I can either give you a stipend, or you can have some reign of our armory. Your choice.
Whew. Can I look at the armory and then if I don't like it, go for the stuff?
They say a greedy man.
I'm just saying. What if there's nothing in the armory that calls to me and I blow up my chance?
How about I give you a 50 gold stipend and then plus one thing from the armory.
That sounds very fair.
Perfect.
How did you ever have the time to be patient enough to learn spells?
That is a great question. I just carve it out a little bit here and there, and it helps when I have a tasty beverage and a nice room in which to study, and you cannot do that for free. So,
If you may have not forgotten, this is the one that did nearly burn our loins in the battle.
You do owe me a new robe.
that is excessive. I owe you a new hem, and I may have a spell that could fix that. So, but let's not muddy the waters right now. I'll take a look at that later. I'm actually pretty handy with the thread and needle, so I could probably
You
just patch it
seem
up.
a bit muddy to me already, good sir. What was it that you were doing when everyone was in the square? I saw you peek out from an alley halfway through.
Hey, my business is my business. I didn't ask what you were doing.
If we're to travel together, there can be no more secrets.
That is not factual. No, my business is mine.
I agree. There
Why
are many
would
things
I
would
continue
like
to travel
not
with you?
share as well.
Yeah, you can
You're
be an open
drow,
book
I
if you
expect
want,
no more
but
of you.
that's on you.
You scare me much less than this wizard, sorcerer.
I am a wizard thing.
Wizard?
Yes, I have no dragon descent, unlike you, scaly thing.
You, Tom kind of looks over to you, Andrea. Adria, sorry. One eye. Yeah.
One eye, wink. So sexy.
Yeah.
Remember that when I winked at you? That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Are you in?
If how this battle went was any indication of how this mission is going to go, I feel like you're going to need my help. So
I agree.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
yeah.
Perfect.
I'd roll with her.
Ami kind of stands up and is she kind of has walked away from the table and she has a little outburst of power. Kind of walks back and she's like, "Well, it seems like you have things in. It looks like you have things in order. I'm gonna head out and prepare my people." And she kind of looks at you guys and she's like, if you need someone to travel with, my party will be leaving in the next day or first light. And she kind of leaves the room as well. Grimkiller is kind of sitting there, and he's kind of gone back to he's got a new plate of food since the other one kind of blew off the table, and he's kind of stuffing his face. He doesn't seem like he's interested in talking or anything. As you guys are all agreeing to help out the party and start this adventure, a guard kind of comes in out of breath.
I'm not yet agreed to join the party, by the way.
I know, you're just sleeping. You're gonna chime in?
He's
You're just
dozing.
gonna just in the corner?
Well, I'm listening to everything, but I'm still waiting to hear something of interest that would
I got you.
to join the party.
So as the guard comes running in, Tom is like looking at everyone. He's like, and then he kind of looks over at the drow in the corner. And excuse me, Tom's not a fan of drow. He's had a couple of close run-ins with drow,
God, did he ever?
bounty hunters and such, for the price on a head that he has. But he looks over at you, and he's like, "You look like Major Tom. You look like a man who likes a challenge."
You could say that.
And you also look like a man who likes what I say, a wager.
I could be intrigued. What do you have in mind?
I wager you that if you went on this adventure, you couldn't kill 1,500 souls.
Such a paltry number.
I say, put your mouth where your axe is.
I have no interest in riches. What could you possibly offer me?
I can honor, and every Tuesday and Thursday night, premium spot in the fighting pits.
Gavin chimes in and goes, "There'll be a lot of shit to hit with your stick."
It's true. You can kill lots. Fighting the strongest beasts that you've ever encountered.
I would likely bet.
As I've seen most people in your little traveling companionship here, you wouldn't last 2 days outside these gates without my help, so I'll join you for now.
Until you get bored, I assume.
Keep my interest. Keep the battles coming.
If there's one thing that I know, especially when demons are involved, you can expect a good many fights. And he kind of taps his eye patch. So as that conversation's finishing, that guard comes busting through the door, and he's out of breath, and he's like, "There, here, all of them," and Tom kind of goes pale in the face, and he goes running out of the room. Do you guys follow? Do you want to stay in the room, or?
Question?
Yeah.
Is this considered like at least a short rest, a long rest? Like, what are we?
So it's after the battle. You guys have checked out the bodies. You've hung out in the room. I would say it's been a couple hours.
Short
yeah,
rest.
yeah, short rest for sure.
So Triss grabs her daggers and kind of just looks at everyone. It's like, this is, I feel like, our last chance to say fuck this. What do you guys think?
But why?
This is what my life has been dedicated to. All I hope is that my cloister remains safe while we're gone.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but if Major Tom dies, I'm probably not going to get that 50 gold in the armory loot, so I better go make sure he stays alive.
Abe, for the first time, kind of sits up from the wall and puts away his little vial, and he's like, "Yeah, I can use a little test subject for my new toy." And he kind of walks out towards the room.
My character kind of cocks an eye at him and then follows him,
Trish just kind of mumbles.
intrigued.
He freaks me out, guys.
Marcus rolls his neck, stretches his arms out, cracks his fingers, and then just strolls out.
Gavin,
Following suit.
Gavin casts message, so I can select a person and I can whisper. Like I can say something in a whisper that they can hear like perfectly clear, and they can respond in a whisper, but no one else can hear it. And I whispered to Tris and I said, "Let's be real. Like most of these guys freak me out."
This is kind of freaking me out.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I go with him. I reluctantly follow.
Reluctantly
Everyone out.
follow.
Got it.
I
Reluctantly crouch.
lazily lay
Starting
my
line.
axe across my shoulders and smile as I am in anticipation of another battle, and so I saunter out gladly after the party.
Perfect.
As Gavin walks to the door, he does a flourish with his new cloak.
So, as you guys
much.
follow after Tom, who is running through the streets. He's running to, like I said before, Tristan Peak is built into many levels, right? Built into this face of the mountain, building up to the peak of the mountain. And he is running to the edge of the level, so you can see out over, the fields of Brill. And as he gets to the edge, you guys kind of catch up to him finally, and you look out to what he's looking out at, and what you see is a vast field of every demon imaginable, and siege towers, and catapults, and trebuchets, and a demonic army amassed outside the gates of Tristan Peak. And the new war has begun, and peace has finally ended in Brill.